Hello, my name is Geertjan Overbeek. I work as a professor in preventive youth care at the University of Amsterdam, and I coordinate and teach the course on intervention research in the Research Master. And today in my mini lecture I would like to share a thought experiment with you. One of the thought experiments we also do in the course of intervention research. So just a thought, many youth care institutes in the Netherlands actually work with interventions that have never been tested for their effectiveness. And let's think a moment about what that means. It means perhaps that we spend millions of euros of taxpayer money each year on interventions that don't work. Could be. It could be that we are doing a very good job and that our interventions are effective, but we don't know really how. And that would be a shame, because that would mean that we would be far better able to tailor our interventions to the needs of our clients, our families, our children, our adolescents, and our schools. But there's one important thought to add to that, and that is that perhaps when we don't do research on intervention effects, it might be that although we are thinking we are doing a good job, we are actually worsening the situation of our clients. So sometimes it feels a little bit in the domain of intervention research that we're still stumbling around in the dark a little bit. And some people have said, how bad is that really? In Dutch there's a well-known saying that goes like this: baat het niet, dan schaadt het niet. If it doesn't work, it surely won't do any harm. But over the course of the past decade, several very interesting studies have shown that actually some of our interventions have done harm. There's a beautiful line of research, for instance, by Tom Deschamps and colleagues from the Oregon Social Learning Institute that did research on youths with externalizing problems and youths with problem behaviors coming from relatively poor inner city neighborhoods that were invited into summer camps. The idea was that they could mingle with normatively developing peers and that this would be good for their socio-emotional skills and for their development. But actually the study showed that kids who visited these summer camps a couple of times had a 10 times higher risk of all kinds of bad outcomes. Think about, for instance, the risk of developing a psychiatric disorder or alcoholism or substance abuse, or even the risk of death. So morbidity was increased in the group that received the intervention as compared to a group that didn't receive the intervention. And there's many more examples of interventions that we did out of a good intention, but that were actually harmful to the development of the children or the families that we aimed to help. So this is one of the reasons why research on intervention effects is so important, because we don't always know that what we do is the right thing, and sometimes we're even doing the wrong thing. The only way to find that out is to do intervention research, and to do that intervention research in a sound and in an adequate way, and that is what the course Intervention Research is about. I hope to see you there.